Okay, so when you first get in your car and turn on the ignition key, don't start it yet, just turn it on. And you can see there is a light on this side here. You can see it's blinking right now. See it's blinking? Normally, that should go out within a minute or so, right? And if it doesn't, after you already serviced up all the light, all the tire pressure on each tire correctly to the manufacturer's specification, then you have issue with the TPMS sensor. Right now, it keep blinking like that. That means there is something wrong with the system, which is, I'm going to show you what I'm about to do. All right, right now there's two types of TPMS, which is tire pressure monitor system on newer vehicle. I believe after 2009, all the vehicles should have it. So they are either passive or active. So what is passive? Passive is they're using the sensor. See behind here for anti-block brake, there is a sensor when the tire is spinning. So it knows how fast each tire should be spinning. And if one of the tire is low on pressure, it will spin less than the rest, then the system will trigger on. So you can see that yellow light will kick on. Or it's going to be the active system, which is what this vehicle has. Okay, so I already did 3 of them already. So this is actually active system because it's actually sensor in here for TPMS. So once you remove the tire from the vehicle, we're going to proceed. If you don't know how to jack up the vehicle and remove the tire, I don't think you'll be able to do this task. So, all right, we're going to skip that part and we're going to go straight to how to remove the sensor. Okay, these are the tools you definitely have to have in order to do this task, all right? You're going to need some air compressor. This is the smallest that I can see will work. And I will explain to you why you need this type of compressor. And then I made my own little dish soap solution mixture to check for leak. Once it's done, you will see how to use that. It's a new sensor. In this case, I bought a set of 4. I will put everything here that I can put in my description box so you can check it out. So these, I will use this to crank this. This is called a tire bead remover, or compressor. This is a 3/4 ratchet. That's 11. That's for the original sensor here, because that's 11. But then the new one used 13, so that's why I need 2 deep socket, tire pressure, valve core remover, crescent wrench. This is a 1/2-inch ratchet, which we're not using it. We use something else. So I will show you when we get to that part. All right. So first of all, once you remove the tire, you're gonna remove the valve core to deflate it faster, like this. Hold on to it. It might flew off. See that right here, the valve core. So when it stopped blowing out air, and you know it's ready to go, what I do, I spray this all the way around for it's easy to slide down when you put the bead breaker. All right. So this is the bead breaker. I'm gonna set it up and then bring you back when I set it up properly, how you do it. All right. So when you buy this thing, it doesn't show you how to use this, but this is how I do it. I put this thing as close to the bottom of this possible, and you will try to slide this as far as you can, and then we will crank this down, and I will bring you back to let you see what it should look like once you crank it down. All right. So you can see and try to get the lift as far as you can. Do not scratch this area, so be careful when you do this. And there you can see it's still sitting pretty close to the edge here. And then I'm gonna crank this down, and I will bring you back when I crank it down the way it should be. So remember the lips I'm talking about, you do not want to scratch that lips. So what you do, next step, I'm gonna slide this in here, and we'll slide these two handle in there, and I will bring you back and show you what it looked like. Yeah, you kind of pry this, push it forward, and keep pushing down all the way as far as you can. Not too far, as long as they stay. Now you can see the sensor just sit easy for you to remove it. And yeah, I don't have my tripod right now, but it's pretty easy once you crank this open. So we're gonna use 11 here, lip socket, and just remove this. Once it's loosened, you can loosen up by hand. And make sure you hold on to this while you drop it down. You do not want it to drop down. See how it wants to go? Yeah. You can still fish it out, but it's a little bit difficult to do that. So it's better off to keep it open like this. All right. I'll bring you back when I get it out. Yeah, this is very tricky to do. So one hand you will hold on to the valve here, and then the other hand just to hold on to the back and lower it down in an angle and pull it out this way. All right, so this is the new sensor. You're lucky that they use a clear, you can see that it's a clear sealing, so you can actually see what it looked like, the inside of a sensor. All right, this battery is supposed to last 10 to 12 years. So, all right, I'm gonna put this in and bring you back. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide it down, come up, and then tighten it up. Yeah, you do not want to force on this, so make sure it sits flush like this. And up here, same thing. Just gently tighten it by hand first until it sits right. And after you cannot turn it by hand anymore, then you will use the wrench. And don't use a lot of force on this. Like I said, this one using 13 instead of 11 compared to the original equipment. So let me show you how. Just barely tighten this thing. Do not force it. See, once it's tight, you're good to go. And then you can always tighten it more if it's leak. All right. Next step, we're gonna remove this handle here, straight out, and we're gonna spray soap all the way around, so that way the bead will, the tire will go over the bead easy. And then we just air it up from here. Remove the cap and air it up. All right. As soon as we get close to that part, I will bring you back. All right, I put the first set of air in there, so you can see right now it pop up, but it's not all the way up yet. See, there's still a little gap here. See how it is? That's why you need to put some soap. Now, hopefully, the second one it will pop. All right, it might be a little bit of noise, so. All right, so watch for that beat right there, right here in this area, right? So if you see how I spray the soap solution generously all the way around, and even right here where the valve is, if you see anything bubble out, that means leaking. Right now it looked good. I had a little bit of bubble coming up, but because it was low temperature, now it's a little bit higher, so it won't do that. So once it's all sealed, we good. And then once you get to the right pressure, which is 33 psi for this one, put it back on the wheel, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so for the next step, since we remove and replace the old sensor, and each of these sensors have their own ID that's already programmed into the vehicle computer. So we need to program the new sensor information into the computer. So you will need this tool to do that, or anything equivalent. But this one is the cheapest one I can find on Amazon. I will put the link, everything I use on this project here in the description box. So go down there. I will put the link in there. And I will go through the steps to show you what this tool can do. All right. So right here, you will have a cable for the USB, the sensor tool, which you can read each of the, let me turn this on here, the power right here. So you can see all the function right there, TPMS, recent test. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go, let me show you what's actually inside the vehicle right now, the ID, which should match with these guys. And then I'm gonna program the new one in, and there's a process to that, all right? Okay, so in order to read any kind of information from the vehicle computer, you need to plug into the OBD2 port right there into this device here, all right? We're gonna go in and take a look inside here for the ID, the sensor, or any kind of code that it have. And then you go in here. This is a Japanese car, so we're gonna go Asia, and then we're gonna go to Scion. Right there. And this is an XD, so we're gonna go to XD. So there's only one option there, which is 2008 to 2016. So what we do, we're gonna do a diagnostic right now, because I want to show you the ID of all the sensor in there. So gotta turn on the ignition. Don't run the engine, just turn it on. And then when you say yes, so if there is any kind of code problem in there, we'll probably tell you in here. And you can see those are the original sensor, right? I think these are the new one. These are the new one, and these are the old one in the OBD1. So there's 3 arrow. All right, let me go confirm if those are the right. So right now the computer see those sensor, the new one there. I think these are the old one. All right, hold on, let me check. So I just grabbed one on the old one. So this one, the last 4 is 6762. All right, let's see what we have over here. See, right now what's inside the OBD1 is that. But right now it's see these new one. So let's program this. All right. So how you do that? What you do, you go back. All right, we're gonna go back out. We're not gonna do check, we're gonna do relearn. By the way, there is a little button down here. Let me see, turn on this light here. See this little button right there? Down here? I believe this is relearn button. Let me press this. All right, let's do the relearn. Since my spare doesn't have a sensor, I'm going to say okay. So it's gonna take 29 seconds. All right, I'll bring you back when it's get done. All right, we got 5 seconds. It might come up with an error. This particular model doing that, but I learned from previous job I did with the Scion. When it's an error, I just drive around, press that little button I just showed you previously, and relearn. Okay, that's okay. See how it says fail? That is okay. We're gonna go back and do a diagnostic. This time, I want to see if the new sensor information is programmed into the computer. See how it match on both sides? So we should be good to go. All right, I'm gonna see the light disappear. So it's gone. All right, I'm gonna start the engine. See, no more light. Okay, let's see if that light, it should come up and then go away in a few seconds. See that light right there? See, it's gone. So that meant the system, the TPMS system working now. It was able to read all the sensor. But to make sure everything worked right, I'm gonna drive around the block for 5 minutes and make sure nothing come up, all right? So what I really like about this tool is not only that you're able to hook up to the OBD2 and program the new sensor or relearn it, you actually can read it from the sensor itself. All right, let me show you. You're gonna go to check. So okay, right now I'm at the right, left, front left. So you're gonna press this. See how it will read on that side also. Now we're gonna have it go read this guy here. It's being stubborn here, doesn't want to read it. And you can see I went around and read it. So we can go and take a look at the edge of the information here. See how it say okay, the power. If it's low, it say low. That one's okay. Move to that one. See how they all have that little ID number on the left here. So these are brand new sensors, so the power should be okay. All right, that is a wrap for this episode. So this is the vehicle I just did. It's 2012 Scion XD. And yeah, I will put all the equipment that you need to do it down in the description box. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video for now. Bye.